Now that you've learned about safety, and by the way, if you haven't watched the video about safety, go back and watch it now, please. Now that you've learned about safety, let's go on to the UZ1 tool itself. I'm sure you'll want to get it out of the package as soon as you can. One of the things you're going to discover in it is that it has a number of components. This is the main harness. It's about 2 feet long, and coupled with the extension that comes with it, the coupler, it allows you to hook up to any adapter for any motor that we're making an adapter for. These 2 wires are for hooking up to the 24-volt transformer in your system. If you don't have a 24-volt transformer in your system, maybe some commercial models might not, don't use the Universal Zebra. Not every time is polarity important, but we'd advise you to get used to hooking up the tool with polarity in mind. And think about 24 volts AC as non-polarity. That's true, but there's a common and a hot on every system. It's usually identified as such. Get used to hooking up the red to the 24 volt hot and the blue wire with the black tip to the 24 volt common. That's usually grounded or run to a metal thing in most systems. And that's the reason why in some motors they use that fact that it is grounded through the motor to be part of the signal, the incoming low voltage signal. You'll see a warranty card. You can also fill this out online at zebrainstruments.com. A real mini manual, very brief in its explanation, but do take a few minutes and go through it. Most of the instruction for this tool is online, right where you're viewing this video now. There's a brief list of some of the adapters, accessories, and power plugs and harnesses available. The problem with this is, by the time you get your tool, this is likely changed from when it was inserted at the factory. There's one adapter included in your kit. We call it adapter A. It's part number UZ1, and it's for a very common type of motor. It has a 16-pin plug, 2 rows of 8, and it's for GE or Regal Beloit or Gentech model 2.0 and 2.3 motors. As of 2010, these were probably 85 to 90% of the ECM motors installed out there. So this will get you a quick start if you've just bought the tool and didn't realize that you're going to need adapters. Part of the system, every adapter has a matching magnetic overlay card. This overlay card has a depiction of the 3 switches and the 7 LEDs that are built into your Universal Zebra to explain what those switches and those LEDs mean for that particular series of motor. So each adapter comes with a magnetic overlay that explains that adapter's functions. This is a great place to keep it. Your inside lid is also a magnet, so it can just stay there, and you can easily see that for this unit with this adapter, this switch here on the left, the top side of it, is for the fan. The bottom side of it does not have any function. This particular motor can be controlled in up to 5 speeds with these switches. When you first hook it up to your 24 volts, this power light should be on. There is an internal circuit breaker, an auto reset circuit breaker, built into the circuit board of this tool, that if there's ever a load that's excessive or maybe a defective module that shorts when power is applied to it, this light will go out and power will be discontinued through the Universal Zebra. To restore that circuit breaker, all you have to do is take one of the power clips off for 15 seconds, and that breaker will automatically reset. So if you ever see that light go on and you've still got power coming into it, you know that you probably have a short somewhere on the output of your system. If it happens that your module has got a short in it, you'd have to replace that module. Each of these switches is a 3-position switch, and they should normally be left in their center off positions until you're troubleshooting a motor itself. Also in your package is the instructions that comes with adapter A. It's a brief instructional slip of paper. If you'd have bought this at a store, if adapter A ever gets destroyed or lost or something and you have to replace it, it'll come with the adapter A magnet and this instructional piece. Go ahead and read this over briefly, but the video on the training on adapter A that you'll see in a few minutes is much more comprehensive. Well, that pretty much concludes the overview on the tool itself. Thanks.